Hello Scorpio and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading. Scorpio, we've already got one card, which is the letter. It talks of a message, it talks of some kind of communication, it talks of some kind of, something has been conveyed to you. And let me get another card on this. And if you like this reading, if it connects with you, if it gives you some insight, do give this video a thumbs up or send a comment. I would really appreciate that. We have the letter and we have the house. So there is some communication regarding a house for you, Scorpio. Right? Let's explore this. So there is, and the house could mean a house as such. It can also be a place of residence, and it can also be a place, your office where you work. So just see for yourself, what does it pertain to, what are you experiencing. Are you experiencing something at with regard to home or the city or the town or your office, some kind of message connected to that, maybe relocation or something important, which you probably already know is happening, right? So just fit it in that particular situation. Oops, let's see what the tarot will say about your reading. Let's get some cards out for Scorpio. Right, I'll cut the deck now. So do clarify these cards, tarot. We have the Empress. It talks of a mother figure, right? It talks of a mother figure. It talks of and it also is in terms of energy. It talks of abundance, it talks of prosperity, it talks of comforts of the house, some kind of communication. Someone has been working very hard with respect to this house, and it's a house which is let's say where a family, you've grown up in that house. I would just like to just clarify that I think for most of you it is to do with the house rather than the office, right? But if there is somebody for whom it is about the office where you worked long enough, please do take that into consideration. So we have prosperity, comfort, abundance in a house where you've worked very hard to either maintain your house, to build that house. You've put in a lot of effort to bring it up, and you spend a lot of effort looking after it, taking care of it. Where a family has stayed, it's been this Ten of Pentacles talks of a big family. Let's say a joint family for some of you, and where you have seen a few generations having lived in that house. Maybe grandparents were there, parents were there, you were there, and that kind of a scene is also seen in this with this. And we have the King of Wands. It's again you have at two ends, you have the feminine energy and the masculine energy. So it talks of overall what I get is, yes, it talks of a house where a few generations have lived, or you've been used to that house. That house has been used to your energy, your grandparents, your parents, your children also visit over there. Very strong and good balance of masculine and feminine energy, who have raised a family, who have built this house where people have stayed and they've stayed very well, very comfortably. It's given them a lot of comfort, it's given them a lot of abundance, it's given them a lot of prosperity. The house has given you a lot, and you also in turn have probably put in a lot of effort. So there's been you've looked after the house, and the house has also looked after you. That's exactly what I was talking. And here the Six of Pentacles says that there's been an exchange of effort, there's been an exchange of money. You've put in effort, the house responded. You put in money, the house responded. So basically this is the baseline of your reading, Scorpio. It's all about a house where lots has happened, a lot of give and take has happened. It has brought a lot of prosperity, happiness, and comfort. I would say in the physical terms, I would say, because there are so many pentacles, I would like to emphasize that it is all about being physically comfortable in a house. And now I also feel that for some of you, if there is a prospect of selling the house, that house is also going to give you a lot of money. because there is a lot of your reading is primarily pentacles, so it is very earth based reading where it has a lot to do with money and physical comforts, you know. Let's proceed. We have the queen of wands, again a strong feminine energy. There is there's a lot of fiery energy in your reading, Scorpio. So it talks about people who are let me say a little hot-headed at times and assertive and very authoritative kind of people. There are in this house. And I would also like to mention, like with the family setup you have with regard to this house, at the outside of it, it all looks very good. Everyone says very nice family, everyone is looking good, everyone has a lot of prosperity, everyone is leading a good life. But what is actually happening behind closed doors, the situation is very different. Maybe family members genuinely don't get along, but when they make a public appearance, everybody says that it's so nice to see a family like yours. That kind of a feeling comes with the 10 of Pentacles. So it looks good, everything looks good, but the energy is very different. It's very fiery, very hot-headed, impulsive, and very very controlling. People actually are part of of the family members are a little hot-headed. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have and there is very strong materialistic energy with your reading. We've got yet another queen. So primarily in your family there are more female members than masculine members, right? Now it talks of, so I've got three queens. So there could be three feminine figures in this, who are at the center of this reading, or at the center of the house, or who really in the family, there are these three feminine figures: wands, pentacles, and swords. There is somebody who is very fiery, a little too much fire, very hot-headed, very ambitious, very overbearing, very authoritative. There is one Queen of Pentacles who is very practical, earth-based, very fond of the physical comforts of life, very money-oriented, but she can manage very well, but she's also very very nurturing, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles is all about the earthly comforts, good food. Let's say the house looks very beautiful, it's very very comfortable to live in, and it's all done up in very good taste. So that's like when you go to somebody's house, you feel so nurtured and looked after by this person, Queen of Pentacles. And you have the Queen of Swords, who has got a very very sharp tongue. She speaks the truth, but it's a truth which nobody wants to hear. It's a truth she speaks for others but not for herself, right? Her words are very abrupt, they cut. The speech is such that it cuts deep. She hurts with her words. So these are the three strong feminine energies I'm getting in this, connected to this house. We have the Tower card here. Something drastic has happened which is causing a lot of confusion and emotional upheaval, I would say. Let's explore what is this Tower card about. So there has been a drastic change in the situation, which has just give me a minute, I need to check the camera. Today all along my camera has been lopsided. I do not know how it keeps changing, but it just keeps tilting over and over again, and it's happened again without me having done anything. Now let me make a note of it if it's a sign for me and for you also, Scorpio, because the perspective keeps changing. Something is changing, something is shifting, something is not steady. Just take that as a side note, to see in your situation, and I will look at it later for myself. So with the Tower card, something drastic has happened. Like I said, this in the beginning there is a letter, so there has been some kind of communication which has shaken up things, which has shaken up this building, which is bringing this tower down, which is bringing things crashing down. People are seeing reality of certain things. People need to take a relook at their family dynamics. People are taking a relook at the equation they have with others. There is a shift happening in your family, and a drastic one at that, because of some kind of communication. And like I said, there are three family members. One of them could have communicated. There has been a lot of back and forth regarding this communication, but it is bringing to light something, and it is causing an emotional upheaval in the entire family. Let's look at the Tower card. What is this Tower card about? Yeah, people are feeling alone. Maybe there has been a loss of money for some of you. Like with the Six of Pentacles over here, there was to be some kind of exchange, Some money is also related, maybe it's ancestral money or money connected with this house, with the sale of this house or purchase of a house, whatever it is. But people are feeling that they have lost money, they have not got enough, or whatever the message has been, it has been that people are feeling alone and out in the cold. Somebody is feeling alone and out in the cold. And we have the Page of Pentacles here. Let's see. So I think whatever the message is, whatever the message has been, it has been from a very it's very childish, it's a very juvenile way of handling things, because Page of Pentacles is is a child. It's learning how to deal with issues. So right, and we have the Sun card over here. So things are becoming very, very clear to a lot of people, and I would say Page of Pentacles is also now taking stock of things and seeing now what am I to do with this, how am I supposed to handle this situation, because somebody is I get a strong sense of disconnect happening in the family, right? People are being on their own, people are not talking to each other, everyone is miserable being alone, but they're not sharing it with anybody. They're all looking at ways and means of now living in a new way. Maybe there's been a separation in the family, there's been a split in the family, and now things are becoming very clear as to how you need to proceed, right? So whatever the message was, it has brought to light something has been revealed, something is clear for everyone to see what is not working with the Ten of Pentacles. What are the underlying energies, what are the underlying currents in your family situation is now visible to all, and now it is causing a bit of an emotional upheaval. People are not talking to each other, people are staying disconnected. I mean, you all know that you're all connected, but nobody is having communication, nobody is talking to each other, everyone is in their own. And now let's see how is it proceeding from here. Knight of Wands. So we have quick moving energy over here. It can also talk of a young person who can suddenly appear on the scene. If you do know who it is, just bear that in mind. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, who's coming up with an offer probably to resolve this issue. Okay, there could be some movement, and through a person, a young person who's again very who has a fiery nature, who's like let me just get things together and let me try and do something, coming up with a plan, coming up with an offer to consider, so that you can bring back a little bit of harmony. So this message could also talk about it's a messenger. The knights are also messengers, right? And the Chariot card is over here. So with the Chariot, things are the offer is going to be made, but I do not see any movement. Chariot is poised to move, but it is actually not moving, right? So whoever's watching this video, I feel that you would not want to make any movement with respect to this, even though an offer will come your way, even though something is let's say people do say that like it's like I'm a little my words are fumbling a little, do pardon that. So with the Ace of Pentacles, someone might come up with a plan, with a proposal that let's do it like this, let's sort it out, let's try and get this get a grip on this entire situation. But I think Scorpio, you're likely to take your time to consider this offer, whether you would like to or you would not like to. And for some of you you also might feel that let me only take a plan to the family to see how people are responding to it, whether there can be some kind of reconciliation, some kind of getting back together, putting this misunderstanding aside, sorting out issues. But there doesn't seem to be a movement, because this Knight of Wands is quick energy. It might be a spark, but whether you move on it or no, I think you're going to take your time. Whether somebody brings the proposal, I think you're going to take your time with this. We have the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is somebody who will take their time to think through clearly and very honestly about what needs to be done. So I think Scorpio, for you, as of now, you are going to take your time to see what is the just thing to do, what is the honorable thing to do, what is the right thing to do, what is it that you feel that yes, this is what I honestly feel I should be doing, and I'm going to do that, right? So it's a time for you to think through things in a very practical, knowledgeable, and in a very truthful manner. You don't want to lie to yourself, you want to live with honesty and integrity, and that is why you feel that I need to think through this before I accept this offer to reconcile with the family. I do feel that things have gone a little too far. Everyone can see things for themselves, so now that everything is out in the open, Scorpio, you also want to take the right kind of decision. Create space for a new love, right? So I do feel this card is saying that you need to let go of something, because you need to create space for something new to come into your life. So this is probably a winding up phase for you, Scorpio, that you need to say a final you need to disconnect with this family. That's what I get with the reading, because this card says create space for a new love. So there is something new which needs to come into your life, and probably you need to see whether this being with this family will give you that space to get something new for yourself. I think new people are coming, new relationships are coming. That's why this event probably happened for you to take a relook, that is it really worth your time, effort, or has karma been balanced, things have happened the way they should, right? This is a card of laughter, right? What does it say? When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their quality above. Okay, have it your way. Special orders don't upset us, right? So I don't know, just see how it fits for you. But I do feel that the energies are such that it is telling you to choose something which makes you happy. Choose choose people who make you happy, who you are happy with. They value you, you value them. You've got a lot of pentacles in your reading. It's all about choosing to stay with people who value you and whom you also value, and your happiness is precious to them, their happiness is precious to you. And I just get a sense, Scorpio, that it's it's time to kind of move away from them, because you need to create space for a new family coming in for you. Right, with that I'll wrap up your reading. I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching.